the supernatural is something that isn't supposed to happen, but it does happen.
And no nation which expects to be the leader of other nations can expect to stay behind in this race for space.
What does it take to convince you that the dead do not always rest in peace?
It is brought to you by Bratz Beard Care, premium beard oil made right here in Central Florida. Go to bratzbeardcare.com. Use promo code 3beards with a capital B. You're going to save 20% off your order along with free shipping. Check out our signature blend 3B, as well as Kelly has a brand new one for the holidays called The Gentleman. It is a nice blend of barrel-aged whiskey and tobacco. So that's just brand new. Austin's got a bottle. He says it smells amazing. I said, give that a try. Go to bratzbeardcare.com. Check that out. And if this is not, not enough from the first time, we have decided to bring back the Three Beards Psychic Friends Network and bring back Chris. Back here for us, Chris Garcia. Thank you for joining us. We had a fantastic time last time. There was quite a few people that tuned in, had questions, and I was blown away with some of the answers that you were able to provide them and validation for them as well. So that's everybody. As you're watching, feel free to ask questions. He's going to answer them live on the air. We're also got it up there. He has his PayPal link. So if just one of those things. He's not asking for anything out of it, but if you feel inclined, more than give him, throw something his way to help him out. It's a way of saying thank you too. But that's there for anybody that needs it. But welcome to the show. Like I said, Chris, how have you been these last month and a half or so, sir?
Honestly, it's been just amazing. It's been like I'm going through a shift. Like a transition. So from the last time, a lot of things has came out of the closet, like all the skeletons, all the snakes is what I would say. The true colors of certain people are coming out. I guess they're actually cutting the cords for me, or God is doing it, or Lord and Savior. But yeah, it's been a very interesting year, and I'm not even near done. So yeah, I've had an awesome journey and still helping people. And of course, you see the merchandise on Facebook. Um, but it's like even when I'm not doing readings on shows or on podcasts, I'm always doing something offline. I even have a chat room where it's called the Chris's Room. So we talk in there. We talk about aliens, you name it. We talk about it. So it's just to get away from Facebook. So yeah, I've been chatting away.
I won't lie. Who doesn't like to talk about aliens? It's just, eventually the bank teller looks at you like, seriously, crazy guy, go away.
go.
You're just, it's one of those, everybody loves you till you start talking conspiracies and aliens and stuff, and everybody's just like, oh my God, this crazy man. You're like, you need to wake up.
It's
man,
crazy.
I won't lie, because if I do, it's obviously, you would probably be able to tell if I was lying, but I'm just gonna say, I've been incredibly lazy. I didn't go get the crystals, and I haven't worked on my tarot deck yet.
Oh my God.
I thought about that. I thought about that 2 days ago, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if I could go buy them real quick and just pretend like, oh yeah. I'm like, no. It's like if one thing has taught me from the last time, he's going to be able to tell when I'm telling a little untruth. His nose, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
His head will start to hurt. He'll be on the podcast like, oh, my head's hurting. He's lying. Somebody's lying.
You know what I see is that with you, even though you said I'd probably pick it up, but I'm being told that you do need it, and you do need to put those crystals around your card.
Keep going.
So you need to get on it, because you will be getting busy, and you need to start off the year right, and make sure that you get it before January. Is what I'm being told. So, Craig, you can't be slacking.
So that needs to happen this weekend. There's a nice shop downtown. We'll have to go pick those up. So once again, welcome everybody. If you guys have got questions, feel free to ask. We're definitely done here. Awesome. We'll post up from time to time. He's got his PayPal link for anybody that's wanted to donate to him and for all of his things. You've got now. Is there a site people can go to? It's the easiest for people to go and get merchandise or anything from you if they want. Like if they want a light up Psycho Cat.
Yeah, what I think what they do is they can go to the PayPal and then they just pay for whatever they want. Mostly I just sell the mugs only, but everybody's like telling me you need to start selling your merchandise because I got another round of 250 pins. God, everybody's like you're just an addict. You have like an addiction for merchandise to advertising. I'm like I can't help it. It's who I am. So, but yeah, so
yeah, you kind of have to. So it's one of those.
It's one of those things, dude. It's weird because you're just like serious.
Now, last time we talked a little bit about you mentioned the different things like you did, like helping, police agencies help find, missing people. Have you found has any of that occurred in the last since we talked to you last, or is that you're still waiting for another?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because there's this one case that I did help. They're still fighting justice, but she's dead, by the way.
That's too bad.
I had told him, yeah, that her husband was involved. And I told them exactly what I told them. They still have no evidence, that. But yeah, I've been doing like private cases offline, by myself when I'm not talking to my friends. And then somebody had predicted that something in April's coming that I will be working on the local case. Then from there, that's what's going to get me to the higher, I guess, I don't know what you call it, to television or whatever. And I said, you know what? It's okay. It's whatever God wants, whatever I'm supposed to be doing. And yeah, so I've been busy. So it's just, but there's few cases it's kind of slowing down with the COVID. A lot of people want me to physically go there. I've been asked to do some cleansings too, but I'm like, how can you do that with this COVID? I mean, I can still do it and wear the mask, but you really don't know where these people have been, and I'm just being very careful. I can do like the way we do it right now. I can do it like offline like that, but yeah, but I'm being real careful.
It is a serious topic, but it's also a levity. It's like, can you spray sanitizer on the sage and burn them at the same time, and protect them against both the spirits and COVID at the same time?
You know what? I think
just go around and do both. Spray the sanitizer and burn the sage.
And it's funny you said that because I just ordered 3 of these. I got this on eBay. See, it's got a keychain, so I can just attach it to. Yeah, because I got these big bottles, and I'm like, I can't carry that. I can attach it to my keys. Yeah, so I'm just like, no.
So what Walmart is the giant.
Yeah,
that you can't exactly pack that around. No, so I was like, I don't know if we really touched on your like with the paranormal as much with you on the last time, and I was thinking about that because we had mentioned through the promos and stuff about. So what is your favorite thing to do when it comes to like a haunted location? Somebody's bringing you in and you need to you've been asked to come in, you've been asked to do something. What is your favorite thing to do? Is it one of those, just come in, kind of get a gauge of the place and help these people find out why it's happening?
Yeah, I like to do the walkthroughs, and then I like the excitement. It's like going to a candy store, but not literally, but you know what I mean. But I like doing the walkthrough, and then I've already been tested. Well, I actually have this, but it's actually to help me sleep, but I'm gonna probably use it. It's to help, well, not that one. It's to help. It's to help you like go to sleep. But I had one, but I lost the other one, and I put it over my eyes. And I've had premonitions where I'm gonna be asked. It hasn't came true yet, that I'm gonna be at locations and they're gonna test me with the thing over my eyes. So I'm looking forward to that. That's like because I can't see the location. I don't know where I'm going. But yeah, I like that kind of thing. For if I'm walking into a location, I don't like to be told anything. I just like to just walk in blind. Just don't tell me anything. And yeah, I like to get validated. So, well, somebody was calling me, but
No,
yeah, it's been just amazing.
well, I would
But
say that's
yeah,
probably the
that's
best way to validate too. It's when I'm trying to name the show. It was where you had the investigator and you had the psychic medium that they worked together, and they would do basically separate investigation, come together and see if the evidence they've collected match. And I've always
Mhm.
liked that method because the best way, especially anybody that does paranormal investigations, whatever it is, when you go in there, if I haven't told you anything and I bring you into the house, I'm like, something's happening. I need you to tell me what it is. And you come in and you say, you know, these cabinets keep, opening and closing. This keeps doing this thing. And I haven't told you any of this. And you tell me, well, that is a validation, not only that you are the real deal, you can see, you can tell what's going on, that you have an idea of how this is, because this is, you know, this is the best way to build credibility for people. And
Yeah.
so, and that's, Julianne said that dead files, and that's, yeah, that's what it, because
Yeah,
that's,
see, but hi Pam. Everybody's telling me hi, Michael. For Michael, they don't have a number, but
yep,
that might
just
be in the
ask.
near future. Yeah, it's just a question in the chat.
Just type it in.
But that's funny you said that, Michael, because um, it's weird that you asked that because I do pick up that you will add a number for people to call in. Okay, I'm being told that's gonna happen sometime next year. Um, Let me see if I can get a date on that one. Hold on.
I like it.
Okay, it's in March. About March.
Now the pressure's on, man.
So yeah, so it
Got to crystal my
is.
cards by January, and now I got to get a phone number by March.
What does you find
Well,
that
I'm
ironic?
at. Yeah, and I think you can add it with this streamer. I don't know how you would do it. That's not something that I would know, but I think you can do that. Or maybe you can use one of you have get a extra phone and one of you answer and then have it on speaker. That's a thought
We
That's
could do it.
yeah.
because,
I
No,
know,
I
like you
appreciate.
but you,
said, like the number three, and then you saying March is third month. So number three popped up again.
there, that's that three again. But yeah, it's crazy and it's funny how Julie said Dead Files because my favorite crush. I love Amy Allen. I know she's taken, by the way. But yeah, I love her, and as you can see, I support her T-shirt. When you advertise, I love it. I'm a big fan of Dead Files. That's something that I've always loved. As a matter of fact, my friend Michael teases me and he says, the next coming show would be Chris Garcia featuring Amy Allen on the Dead Files. I was like, really? But he does that. And then I'm like, are you just playing? He's like, no, it's just how I am. And I said, no, that's a message in itself.
Yeah.
So in the near future, you never know. You never
Hey,
know.
Nancy has a question. Austin, you want to read it?
Yeah.
Well,
As my husband passed away 10 years ago, he showed many signs of his presence around us, but we haven't really seen. I say we because my mom. We haven't really seen any presence since. Well, I have. My mom may not have, but when we had Joey and Tanya on, apparently he was standing behind me. So, but she hasn't seen it, and she wants to know why.
okay, first of all, I'm being told she needs to step out of her comfort zone because I think she wants to talk to him, but she's not ready. And then he's not ready because I'm being told that it's weird because he can come out solid.
Mhm.
He can't just come as an apparition, but he can come solid. And as a matter of fact, I think he's been there maybe like once or twice, but most of the time they don't feel him. And it's weird because this is what one way you can find out he's there. If you dream about him, okay, and he shows up in your dream, as you're dreaming, and this has happened to me before, as you're dreaming, he's standing right in front of you over the bed. And that's happened to me with one of my loved ones. So if you dream about him, He's diving right over the bed. But by the time you acknowledge, it's like, is this too good to be true? More likely your dream is like he's telling you hi, but I think if you open your eyes, I think by the time you open, you either just disappear, or you probably just your heart will beat too fast. You'll be like, you wouldn't know what to do. You probably either cry, the anxiety, and all that stuff. So, but right now, I'm being told that you are not ready, so you need to be grounded because he will show up. He will show up, is what I'm being told. And I'm getting something to do with February. So keep a look at that's in 2 months from now.
Yeah, that's her. I'm gonna get it wrong. I think it's the 26th. It's her birthday of February.
Okay, validation.
See,
Validation right there. Validation.
Wow.
And then we just had Michael. He posted this question. What will happen by the time I'm 60 years old?
Really, Michael? That's a friend. My friend. What will happen by the time you're 60, Michael? I think you're just going to be very heightened, but you will. But I think, oh, that's what I was told to show you, Michael. By the time, well, actually, I'm being told I already give you that reading. What I'm being told to show you is to show the world the real you. Can't even see if I can get it straight.
You got it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yep.
So you need to show them, because by that time you're 60, you're going to be talking to a lot of people. A lot of people. So you're going to be busy before you hit 60, Michael. So, and by the way, guys, if y'all heard me in the chat room, you should see the way we talk. And I'm going to give you an example, okay? In the chat room, Michael says, "This is crazy." So we actually we actually do that in chat room. So yeah,
that's awesome.
But we do that.
Yeah, that's cool. That is one of those. It's as you're seeing those. That's the kind of stuff like, I've told people, it's like none of this information, something that Chris is going to know, and the fact that you were able to pick out February, and that is, that actually has a date. That's the kind of stuff that, that's pretty cool for me, because it's one of those things. It's not like you're over there typing away as somebody who's like looking up these people, but you're just sitting there talking with us, and you have this information. And that's the part that's always really impressed me since the last time you're on. And then we've got Nancy thing. She says she does dream about him a lot, and that's awesome. Yes, February is my birthday, and thank you, for taking her question.
I told you I was wrong. I was one day off.
Yeah. You know what? For the guys that don't even know, this is for future and for reference. Chris, you can tell them a little bit of a story what you did. Nobody actually knows except for us guys. Nobody knows in the chat what. Go ahead, Craig. You go ahead and tell.
Yeah.
You tell it better than me. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. No.
He's gonna add antics and all. He's gonna add.
Yeah. No. Chris, so what happened is Chris got this nice pair of earrings for his wife, and as most people know, anybody that has a cat, cats can be absolute furry jerks.
No.
And they will just destroy. They will just destroy this thing. And this nice pair of earrings suddenly goes missing, and they can't find them anywhere. And so Chris is all the time. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? I mean, we can't find these things anywhere. I don't know. I'm like, and then finally, it's like, what? It's like, what do you think? Should I ask Chris? And see if what he can help. I'm like, you could ask, and he found it, and it's so Chris gets him, and he tells him, it's like, yeah, there's one under the couch. He finds it, he's found an earring under the couch, and then I wasn't aware of this one, but you told me it was like in a pocket, and they found that one over near this laundry basket. So there's a good chance it had fallen inside the laundry basket, and when it got moved around, it finally fell out. But I mean, anybody that's got a cat knows those things. You do not leave loose things that look anything like a ring, anything on a flat surface, because you're going to just see.
Yeah, it's a game.
Yeah, cats are notorious for that. Yeah, so that was Chris thing, and then it looks like we got Ben Strongwolf Rodriguez. I've been told by multiple mediums that my vibration is crazy strong. I really want to know if that's a good thing or not.
Honestly, for Ben Strongwolf, I said it right.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. But the thing is that when you have a very high vibration, you're able to tune into higher realms, and it's weird because this is off the subject, but this is you're going into 5D. Oh, okay, that was weird. 5D equals 5G, which is, yeah, you're going to be very high in a vibration. So when the higher you go is good, but then you're more prone to get attacked by negative forces. So you always have to be guarded and protection. So take it from me. The higher you go, the higher vibration you have, the higher frequency you have, the more that some negative forces, they like that light. So they might try to bash you, they might try to bring you down. That's why you have to be very grounded. And as a matter of fact, I've been doing this a lot lately. For the question, that person that asked that question, you might as well hug a tree a lot because it does help you to keep yourself grounded. So just to let you know that, hug a tree every once in a while.
Now, see
If
here,
you
I
have to
thought that
walk,
was just something that was making fun of hippies, and here you're saying it's like that's something that you actually need to do is go hug a tree. And now I'm just picturing random people
Go
walking in
hug
the
a tree.
park, and all of a sudden they're just over there just snuggling with it, and you're
Oh
like,
my
oh,
God, we need to get a
hippies,
cartoon of all three of us and pointing
just going, just
like
pointing at each other.
a
Yeah, we're all snuggled up against a palm tree.
well, not just that, but no, like like what's it called, the Mr. President like pointing saying, "Have you hugged a tree today?" We need something like that.
Oh yeah, Uncle Sam. Yeah,
Yeah, hug a tree today.
yeah.
Yes.
Have you hugged a tree? Have you hugged a tree today? Brought
you
to you
know
by
what?
Ginger
Some
Squatch.
some some people don't even see that because I've already done it like maybe twice, and I swear, like it was like you might find this kind of funny, but it's good to say that, to tell the tree that you love it. Say I love you for keeping me grounded. So it's good to hug the tree.
I might.
That's
That's true.
awesome.
I didn't think about that.
The way I'm set up, the way I'm set up, I might be in a mental institution. They might be like, he's been hugging this tree for the last hour, telling that he loves.
No, I don't. I can't even think of the name of the tree. But Chris's luck is he'll pick the one that has all those little spikes, and he's just gonna go up and he's gonna hug it, and he's gonna be stuck. He's over there screaming, ah! And he's just got all these things jabbed in him. Wasn't paying attention.
Well, trees end up hurting Chris anyway. It sounds like we hear on the phone a lot where he gets hurt by a tree.
Yeah. You know what's also, dude, if you don't want
Can
to
I?
hug a tree, you can also walk barefooted too on the grass.
I've heard
If
that.
you don't,
Yeah.
if you don't, yeah,
So,
that's good to do that.
somebody said, can I hug a bush? Somebody said, can I hug a bush instead?
I think you hug
Cam,
anything.
you probably can, but it's got to be a tree. But it's got to be tall. Where you got to be able to hug the roots because when you hug the roots, it's going into the ground, and anything that's okay, that's weird. Anything that needs to be removed, it goes out into the roots as you're hugging the tree. Okay, and as you're hugging the tree, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing like the tree glow. So when you're hugging it. So whatever, it's weird. I'm actually seeing it. I don't know why. I'm seeing like the lower vibration going down, and just picture this, okay? You're hugging the tree, and then you see like the other. It's like one's going down and one's going up. So when it's going up, it's spreading out to the roots of the arms. So when it's as a one side of the tree is going down to the negative, the positive is going up. So as you're hugging the tree, it has like a, and it's weird because I'm seeing a yellowish glow to it. So this is the aura of the tree, yellow, very positive and
Hmm.
enlightenment.
So you're offloading the negative and
On
downloading the
on another
positive.
note,
Exactly. Download it. Exactly.
you want to take
Perfect.
Yeah, sure.
you want
April.
to take that you want to take
Yeah,
that
April
question,
Jacqueline.
Oscar?
Yeah, April Jacqueline Ross. Me and my husband just literally called it quits. I really thought I was done with him, but I realized I really love him and want to be with him. We have both hurt each other. Will we ever get back together?
For April, I haven't talked to you in a while, but honestly, I think you know that answer. Will you be ever together? Well, the thing is that you have high standards, and if he doesn't meet your high standards, it's not happening because you have a mission to do. And if he doesn't meet you and you protect you for your kids, it's not going to work. But if he puts that 50-50 where you do your 50 and he does the 50, I can actually see it happening. And if he comes around, which I feel like he is, you both need to talk. Okay? Because I'm being told, okay, hold on. Okay, I'm hearing February with that too. February. I guess after Valentine's, which makes perfect sense because I'm seeing like the heart chakra. So you might want to use some rose quartz. As a matter of fact, get some if you can find a heart chakra shape, put it on your neck and put it inside of you and manifest only positive to bring love us for us to communicate and all that, and then it protects your relationship. So you might want to do that.
And then yeah, it's like February 22nd is their anniversary. So yeah, see, God, once again, this February stuff that's crazy.
Val, va, va, validation.
Something's going on in
Whoa,
February. It's
see
great.
what you know what, Chris, this is how we say it in the chat. You know how you said validation? This is how we do it. Validation.
Yeah, there's oh yeah, no, wow, it kind of just been he just put that one day when I was meditating, I had a wave of energy go through my body and then it shot out like a white beam of light out of my chest and shot all the way to outer space. I swear with the energy I released, I could have brought down a spaceship.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And
Yeah, man. Wow.
kind of along those lines, like I was kind of asking, I don't know what it's been, but this last month, I have had absolutely crazy dreams, just ones that
You're not
make
the only.
no sense. And I'll wake up, and it'll be ones where I really need to start writing them down because I think there's something like meaning behind them. They're not just a random. There's something to them because I've also had one. And I said, I need to write it down because it's like I always forget later on, but I've had the same dream 5 times now.
Okay, can you tell me just a little bit about the dream, and then I can
I
see what I
if I
can.
remember it, I'm like I said down like next I'll jot it down. I'll let you know because like I said it's just one of those things. It's you wake up, and then if I don't jot it down, it's like it's gone. It's like and
That's weird.
I can't recall it, but I know every time I wake up, I'm like it's the same scenario, the same thing every time, and I don't understand. And I was just kind of with his like meditation thing. I was going to ask you. It's like if you've been noticing people that are say out of the ordinary. I've just been having absolutely crazy dreams.
Okay, you know what I pick up from that is that when you're having the dream, you need to write it down. Okay, because the people is what we call the men in black or whatever you want to call them. They're messing with you. Those messages might not mean anything because it seems like short. But see, when I dream or any other medium or psychic, you could be there like for seems like to you 30 seconds, but it's like for you it seems like forever, but it could be like 30 seconds. And those 30 seconds are very important. So right, if you have a journal, make sure you have it right by your bed and
So I
just
can
remember what you can remember because you need to remember it. Now, if you don't remember it, this is one thing, Craig, I can tell you. If he does not come twice to you, then it wasn't that important. Because there was one time where I'm not kidding you, I had a dream and I had it like 3 times. Well, actually, I had it twice. Okay. The first dream, I remember dreaming it and dreaming it and dreaming it. Then I woke up and I forgot it. And I'm thinking, that's crazy because I don't ever do that. I'm not kidding. I never forget my dreams. I remember everything to a detail. Then I said, okay, if it's meant to be, I'll dream about it again. So next time, the next night, I had a dream about it. Same thing, but the only thing was is that it added more to it. So then I wrote it down and I posted it on Facebook, and I'm like,
Interesting.
okay. So sometimes, if you don't remember, sometimes you'll like the second dream, they'll do the same, but they'll add something to it. So there could be something messages that are very important, either to protect family or something that's coming, predicting future events. So you have to remember that when you dream about something, try to right when you get up, write it down. Because
okay.
once you do something else and you say, I'm gonna go brush my teeth and then I'm gonna go take a shower. Okay, I'm going to the store, and then you're like, what the hell did I just dream about?
Yep.
You
Exactly.
forget. That's
Yep.
happened. You when you do your shorts, it just poof, it just goes away. And that could be something to do with the 5G. I'm being told with the 5G. That's why you're forgetting things. and sometimes you forget. You're forgetful. So and it's funny because
That's deep.
I've never taught you on that level, but I'm being told with most of your dreams, you remember them. That's not normal for you. You're like me. You remember them.
Yeah, I do. And I've had a few people, they're like, what, you don't remember your dreams? No. And I'm like, oh my God, I wake up and it's like I just watched a
No.
movie and I remember what I went through. I mean, I've even had some where I work an entire shift on my job. All the
Wow.
experiences. I mean, I even like the one I remember lately. This wasn't the dream I was telling you about, but I just remember one where it was everything to where, I went through and I hit a car with a truck. And I remember the whole
What?
time going through this stress of like, oh my God, I hit a truck. I'm just, freaking out, and you wake up and you're like, oh yeah, it wasn't real. That was a dream. Whew. Whew. All right, let's get ready for work. And now we're going to do it for the real thing. It's just, but yeah, I'll remember these vivid dreams. And it's just, I don't understand, when people say like, I don't remember my dreams, I'm like, wow. I go, cause I'm just like, yep,
Something's
there they
blocking
are.
you.
If I have that,
Some.
if I have that dream, I'm not coming to work.
You know what I was gonna say? If I would have had a dream of me getting and hitting a car, that means that you're gonna get into an accident. That's what I'm being told.
I'm
And
calling my boss. Nope, not
I
coming
was
in.
just thinking that when you said that, I was like, okay, I'm not going to work now unless you go a different route. The way you see it in your dream, I would say
Mhm.
go the other way around or just go a different way because
Yeah, like
sometimes there
this.
could be accidents that maybe somebody's trying to throw at you, and people can do this. You don't have to do anything to nobody. It could be just a jealousy, and they want you to get hurt. So that's why you're having dreams of you being in an accident.
Yeah,
That's just a
that's,
that's a
that's,
warning. I'm being
that's
I'm
kind of
gonna
things.
I'm gonna throw this up here real quick before we answer your
Yeah.
question. I love Justin.
I don't know. I don't know if he's busting on this or if that's a serious one, but I was just, I was laughing.
All right,
I dreamed I was a human hot dog, and I woke up panting.
I love Justin. Man. So my
So
aunt
Nancy's
recently
gonna
passed.
fall.
Yeah, my aunt passed away. So my mom said my sister and I were very, very close. All of our lives. She passed away last year. I forgot the year. And I'm sorry, the month. I'm not getting any messages from her. I do dream about her, but I seem to want more. Will I get it?
Well,
Nancy,
you get it.
if you could, I forgot when she passed away. I'm thinking March or May. I can't remember why, or what month it was. So maybe she can mess that in if that helps. But
It's a communication is the key for you to do that. You might want to just, and sometimes this works. You might want to try this, Nancy. Close your eyes, clear your mind, and just what you can do. And this is a technique from a friend of mine. Close your eyes. You can do this as we're doing this live. Close your eyes. Take one deep breath. Hold it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Blow it out. Okay. Take another deep breath. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Blow it out. Remember, have your eyes closed. And then you can take a deep breath. It's like whatever you have, your anxiety, just hold it. Take a deeper breath. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Blow it out. And then ask the question, the year or whatever, and it will come to you. Don't ever doubt yourself, okay? And even though you said March,
yeah,
like
she said
it's
May.
weird because you said May, but it's
Mhm.
weird because when you say May, I don't even know how old she is. Hold on. Okay, it seems like forever to me. I'm hearing between 85 to 87. Don't know why. That's a long time. I don't know if that's correct, but I got 85. You might want to think about that one. I could be off maybe a few years, but I got 85. Maybe the 85 is very significant. I don't know. Maybe she was 85. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I'm not
weird.
sure either. She'll pop it up. She wasn't 85. She was younger than that, but something about 80. I'm not sure. She'll talk about it. Yeah, but she did pass away May 3rd, 2019.
Yeah, you didn't put it, Maribel. Yeah, I was just said that was that was really crazy. As she says, I have a repetitive dream that I'm home shopping. I buy the house or just walk around in it, and I always find a hidden apartment or room. There are spirits in the extra hidden apartment or room nobody knows of. Sometimes they interact by making noises or moving things. What do you make of this?
What noises in the room? There's something in that. There's something in that room. There's something in
Does
that
she buy a
room.
haunted house, or it says that?
It's a dream, so it's like it's not a physical. It's like it's in the dream, so it's like, what's the significance of the finding the hidden room that's haunted in that repetitive dream?
You have to remember the background because that's being told that's very important. But I'm being told there is a female spirit attached to this dream. She feels kind of lost. And then it's weird because as we're talking, I don't know why I keep seeing water. I almost want to say drowning or drowned. And it's weird because I'm seeing like a lake. It's weird. Don't know why. But Maribel, maybe you can get back to me because she does know me, by the way.
Right. That's okay. For Julianne, I'm gonna keep just.
Yeah.
Julianne, she said, my ex had a dream, but it was actually a memory of a past life we shared. I had visions of that lifetime prior to his dream. Or maybe that wasn't.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to communicate with you. That's his way of talking in the astral plane. Because sometimes they do that, so it's kind of that does happen. And then you said, okay, I'm looking. Oh wow, this was just weird. One card just almost fell out. Had a dream a couple of days ago.
I wonder what
you gotta read that one.
Yeah, what was that?
Had a dream a couple of days ago about a train crash. Remembering seeing people around someone were hurt and some wasn't a friend, but sent me a post last night of a train crash. So you were getting premonition of death.
Wouldn't that be crazy if that card that just popped out has something to correlation to that?
You know what's weird?
At that point, Austin's going to raise his hands. I'm out.
I'm done.
It's a tower card. The tower card. Something about the tower. Something about the tower. Building. And it's weird because I've known that some spirits, they roam around the train tracks. They do. Because if you really think about it, when the train stops, what does it do? It spikes, right? That's electricity.
Mm-hmm.
That's electricity. So there's energy there. And when the train, if there's death, it amplifies it more. It's weird because it does kind of amplify the energy, so it's there. Yeah. That is crazy.
Yeah, going back to my aunt, she was 65 when she passed away.
Okay, well then why did I get 85? Oh, I got the year. Sorry, that's weird. There must be something else then.
85.
Okay, did my little brother Christopher that died, a baby came back as my nephew Christopher? Yes, he did, Michael. They can be reincarnated. And sometimes, it's funny that you mentioned that because if you don't have kids, sometimes your relatives can have your kids. The ones that have not been born. Like for me, I'm not married, so I don't have kids. But there is cousins that look like me, so they could have been my kids, my unborn kids that God's bringing to me. So maybe I'm not meant to have kids. Maybe I might have kids later. But I mean, because it's never too late. But I've always believed that sometimes you write your chart before you come down here. So everything you want to have, you're going to have in your life. You pick your parents, your house, your dog. Yeah, it's everything you pick. And you even pick your pain that, people do you wrong. You pick that. You wrote that in your book. So everything you go through, you wrote all your events, what you were going to go through. You even write the time that you were going to die and the time you were going to die, the date and all that. But you're not able to access that unless you have somebody that has Aztec has the records to the Aztec records. So sometimes you can't see your own chart when it comes to stuff like that. I can't see my own chart, and I wouldn't want to know when I'm going to die. I don't want to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
I
you
don't.
don't.
I
So
don't know too many people that would honestly want that information. You know, everybody says that. It's like, when am I going to die? Do you really want to know that if Chris right now was to tell you you were going to die on the 29th at 8:56 p.m.? I go, you know, do you really want that information? Because at that point you're freaking out. You're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, you know, and you're doing all this stuff. I don't know if anybody would really truly be able to handle the moment. I mean,
nah,
I guess maybe if you were dying of some incurable, you know, cancer or something like that, you'd have that
yeah,
because then you could have an idea of I could see family, you know, then you could start knocking off to-do lists. I can see in that scenario that would work. But I can't imagine like myself where I feel like I'm healthy. I feel like that's no one. All right, Chris, tell me the time I'm gonna die. Are you sure you want to know this? Yes.
you know
I
what's
mean,
funny? As a matter of fact, I got a story. You just reminded me
oh,
of somebody.
don't tell me.
Um,
Don't tell me. It's funny you
there
say
was a
that
friend.
because no, no.
My friend. Well, I can't really because I don't know if she's watching, but there's a friend of mine that I was on her podcast, and one of her relatives contacted me and asked me something real personal. I can't say who it is because I don't know if she's watching. And her body's hurting. She's going through a lot of pain, and she paid for a reading for me, and she says, "Can you tell me when I'm gonna die? Because my body's hurting. I'm having a hard time breathing." And I told her when. I don't remember what I told her. If I look back at remember what I said, I don't remember what I said, but I remember if I said if you pass this year, that means that you're gonna stay another maybe year or 2. hmm She asked me, and she's older. She's like in her, if I remember right, I think she's like in her 70s. So yeah, that's happened to me, and she put me on the spot, and I kid you not, Greg, I was literally crying because I was like, "Do you really want to know this?" And she's like, "Yes,
Yeah.
because I need to prepare myself because I want to spend enough time with my daughter because we don't talk."
Oh well.
you know what, Chris?
So
I really on a side note, not to cut you off, to piggyback. I mean, I want to know what my past life transgression was because I'm really nice to older people, like really old people. I'm really nice to, but younger people, middle-aged people, I have no tolerance for foolishness. I am a purity asshole. Craig can contest to that. But older people, like, I'm in Publix. I'm in Publix. I pull the grocery cart out. There's this lady. She's barely walking. She's got a cane. I push her the cart over, and she says, "Oh, thank you, young man." And she carries on. But old people, I'm really nice to. I don't know if I just have that old soul that I want to get their knowledge, but that's just really curious to me. I'm just really curious of what you see on that. I mean, old people. I really just
you know what's weird? Because when you were asking, I don't know why, but of course you're a male in this lifetime. But there's something to do with similar to a church. And the thing is, I kept hearing a nun. I don't know why. It's weird. It's weird. That's what I heard. You were a nun, so you were real religious. And then for the younger people, you just had zero tolerance because you were tired of the BS. Yeah. And
It
the
was
older
Mother
people, you,
Superior just going around
yeah,
smacking people with
yeah.
a ruler.
It's
I mean,
weird.
yeah, I would like to dabble
Wow.
in that a little bit more. I just can't figure out what it is. I mean, I just,
You're an old
sometimes
soul. You know that. You know that you're an old soul.
people
You
tell me that
are.
all the time.
Well, I was gonna ask you, when I look at you, why do I see Salem? I see Salem,
Salem?
Massachusetts. Yes, Massachusetts.
I have no ties to
Uh,
Massachusetts
well, I mean,
much.
but I'm saying, but this could be a past.
Oh, okay. I love the cold. I mean, maybe that could be one of the reasons. I mean, I get cold easy, but I love the cold. I would rather be in the cold because you can always put on more, but you can never take enough off. So I do love the cold, but I just get cold easy. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's resonating. I mean, maybe it was in the past. I'm not sure, but I just have
Maybe
a lot
not
of
in that.
questions.
Yeah, and I think as you know what I told Nancy to do. You might want to try that and just like take a deep breath, and you have to do it on a day where there's no noise, and then you'll get your answer. Because there's a lot of stuff that I know too about my past. There's something that I don't want to know, and most of my times I was always a mystical person, like a witch or a gypsy witch. But in one time, I don't know if it's because I was tormented in that lifetime, but I want to say I was a soldier in one of my lifetimes. So,
So how many?
but
So
it's
how many do you believe that we have? Like, because I know you talked about a soldier thing the other day. I was reading on your profile. So how many lives do you believe that we have? I mean, we've never asked anybody this question.
I guess okay, that was weird. When you asked that question, I just heard a knock. Okay, that was weird. I'm hearing noises. I'm hearing noises. It. I guess it just depends if you know, if you're about done with your contract on this time. Most people they live over 100, but most of the time it's like 50. It's like a low number. It could just vary on different people. So that is just very crazy that you're asking me that because no, but there's a connection. And then it's too because in one lifetime you were a person like a doctor or you were a person that helped people in a hospital too. So that's why you love people because you have a passion for older people. And like if they
Wow, that
leave, it feels, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm seeing.
that's
The
crazy. I
more,
mean, that's really crazy. Like, cause I just have a really passion for old people. I mean, I don't know, and you're it's coming to light why you're saying that, but makes sense.
yeah.
I don't know.
And
Is that every? Did anything else fall on the ground?
Mm, you forgot to mute it there. He's sitting here. You know, you're hearing a knock, and then something's falling over on the ground over on his end. I'm gonna play that off as probably the cat. It is Christmas time. He has a troublesome cat.
Christmas
Yeah, I
ornament.
know it's Michael Sanchez is like Chris told me 55 past lives,
hmm
Wow.
yeah, because he's a
and
friend of
it's
mine.
yeah. I was looking at because I don't know if there's a certain I've heard from different things like where some people have claimed that they think that there's like a certain number and then you move on to to wherever it's, but there's also, and one of the things like especially like past lives, like I really wish more people would kind of get into this part too about the charlatans that are involved in all this, because I'm sorry, there's not 1,000 people walking around that were George Washington in a previous life. I'm like, it's funny when you're standing there and it's like, I was told I was George Washington before. Oh my God, so was I. That's not possible. If it was George Washington, you passed on to one person. If it's reincarnation, you passed on to the same thing. You didn't suddenly split into 5,000 souls. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you said, you move on, and that's where I was curious. It's like if you've encountered that where you've had multiple people say, "I was told I was this in my past life," and you're like, that can't be true.
Mm-mm. Not everybody.
Hey,
And you know what's weird? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Ask the question. I got something to say about past lives
do
too.
you do you see like a older lady watching over me? I've heard some a medium before told me like there's an older lady watching over you. If maybe you could, if you see it, if you touch into that.
It's funny you say that because with the card, I got the Queen of Swords. And then I'm being told that she's a strategy. She's very strategy, very demanding. And it's weird because, of course, you're sitting down. I don't know how tall you are, but for some reason, she was probably your ancestor. I want to say almost like hold on, like a grandmother. I want to say she's tall. First thing I got was like 6'5".
Yeah, my grandmother was like 6'4", 6'5", and I
Yeah.
got a brother that's six. I got a brother that's 6'9". So
It's almost
like
twice your
that
height.
is
You got a little problem there.
Yeah,
What?
so 6'5" is, and then it's
I'm just
weird because
kidding. He's
because
not
I'm
that
seeing
short.
like curly, because I'm seeing curly hair, real
oh
flimsy hair. I'm seeing long,
Oh wow, that's
long.
crazy. I've gotten that before. Like, so she must still be there. I mean, I've never seen her. I've never talked to. I've never like actually talked to her in a dream. Or if she's coming through and I'm just not catching it, or what do you see on that? Or she just wants to be at a distance and just watch down.
Honestly, she's at a distance, but not like watching down. She's being usually behind you, but she's at a distance because she did. I'm being told that if there's kids around her, or I mean kids around, the kids will see her, so she doesn't want to be noticed. She's doing that to protect.
Ah,
Okay,
Nice.
that's why. That's what I'm being told. Yeah, she is around you. No doubt, she is around you. And I was
With
gonna say,
no,
sorry.
no, go ahead. No, go ahead. No,
and,
finish your thought.
and, and, and I was gonna say too, with past lives, depending on each and every life you've had, you have markings on your body how you died.
Hmm.
Just in case you, because you have moles like on your arm, then more likely you were shot. You know, if you have like a line going across your neck, you were strangled. You know, and then sometimes even your certain pains in your body could be a past life of being tortured too. Just to let you know.
God, I was tortured a lot then.
Hmm
My knee is killing me. Just kidding.
Yeah, I think a lot of that's still football, sir. I think that's those
Maybe.
are some of those are going to be attributed to football. You're the next person in line. Is going to be like, God, why do my knees always hurt?
Yeah, this guy
From
sucks.
And,
yeah. Then Ben, also, but can past life events cause this life to be cursed? Because I swear my family has suffered with financial issues our whole life.
yes,
Because there are
being told.
generational curses. That
Yes. Yes. And then if what's funny is that most people don't believe this, that you would think, like, if say like a witch did a curse on you, you would think that the curse would be broken if she dies, right? No, it goes with her. So if you have a curse, it stays with you, even on the other side.
Huh.
now
It does not go.
how does one cleanse themselves? Like those curses? Because I've heard that before, and that's one of the curious things I have. So we'll just kind of throw out a scenario. Okay, I've done something wrong. I get cursed. That person dies, takes it with them. I die. I'm going to the next generation. How does an individual break themselves of that to cleanse that to get to something? Because like I said, there's got to be a way to stop a generational curse.
I guess you
yeah. I
just gotta
mean,
give. I was being told to give an offering, maybe an apology. That's what I
oh
was
Find
wow.
told, to give
Okay.
an offering to that person, like flowers or whatever they liked. Yeah. So
I'm muted. My mom. She's not an unhealthy person. She is bionic woman. I think she's had over 20 surgeries. So that's what she's wondering if someone has a curse on her.
you say that I'm a very unhealthy person. Does that mean that I have a curse on me? Oh my God. I did not want to say that. Why do you have to do this to me? Okay, I don't BS, but I'm being told that yes, you do. But it's part of the past. Some of it has been tormented, and then some of that you signed for. So it's a little bit of a mixture. Some of it is cursed, and then some of it is kind of like, I guess it's just something that you chose and an experience. So yeah,
Wow.
that's weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's one of the, well, thanks for sharing that. I mean, I know, I can see like stuff that's that type. It's like it's one of those questions. It's like, do I have this? Like, do I really want? I got a debate. It's like, do I say this? It's like how it's going to affect the person when you say yes or no. And
Mhm.
but no, yeah, thanks for doing that. I mean, I hope Nancy that gave you some information that you needed there.
Mhm.
Um, April, we'll get to that question here real quick. April just put up there. It's like you have to do an uncrossing to break a curse on you and your family bloodline.
Mhm. But it has to
Now,
be someone that. Yeah.
yeah,
Go
what
ahead.
is for anybody that doesn't know, what is considered, the uncrossing? What does one
That's
have to go through for that?
well, they can do it through cleansing and saging, and then doing a cross candle. But there's different ways, different methods. It depends on the witch or the seer or however you want to call them to remove. And then if they know if it's a family curse, sometimes it has to be the next powerful witch in the generation to break it. But then again, if you do that, you're fighting with a person that's dead on the other side to that they will probably torment you if you try to remove that curse. So
Okay.
yeah, so you just gotta be very careful with that.
Yeah, Nancy had here. We'll get to that as real quick. Sorry. We'll get to it here. She would a little clarification on what is it. What does that mean that she can choose?
Well, she chose that problem.
Or the mean I chose. Yeah.
The path.
So
It's the path that you chose. You wrote down the path you chose. And
so
then
yeah. Then so like on that chip path, is there a way to, like I said, undo that? To follow a different path, or is that something that? Okay.
Yeah, she can do it. She can do it. It can be removed, but it's just gonna take a lot of energy. Because it's weird because even though I don't know her, but she's very exhausted. She gets very tired. Her legs hurt. And it's weird because I don't know if I'm scanning her body. It's because almost like I'm bilocating. There's something about breathing issues. I almost want to say seems like asthma or just, I don't know. Like the airwaves are blocked a little bit. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, it says to me, I mean, I'm not sure, like, it's like, I don't know if you exactly choose what's going to happen to you. I think it's like when you choose a path, there's decision, there's consequences that come with that choice. And I'm not sure if that's true, like how they manifest depends on the path that you take.
When it comes to, you said she's exhausted. No, she's just had knee surgery, and I think she just had some nodes taken out of her throat. So that's also probably what you're seeing.
Wow. And then for Pam, you said that I know you didn't see the question, but yes, her loved one is around her and giving her messages.
Yeah, my granddaughter Jelena wants to know if my mother follows her and my other grandchildren around.
Yes, she does. She's there to protect her.
That's cool. That's awesome. If I chose my life experience, I want to go back and slap myself.
I'm going to use Michael as a reference because he commented, my little brother Christopher died as, did he come back as my nephew? You said he did, so does that mean his brother's spirit's now gone? He can't contact him anymore because he came back as the nephew? Or can you still contact his little brother?
It's like almost like, and it's weird because when you say that, I got like twin. It's like his twin.
Mm-hmm.
He got reincarnated, but there was a twin.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good question. You got me there. I like that question.
I wondered that because, like, it would make sense.
That is a good question.
You can't contact your spirits, your family members anymore and stuff, maybe because they went somewhere else.
That is a good question. I got twin. I got twin. That is very interesting. That's something totally new for me. Okay,
that's what we're here for.
That is interesting. That is very interesting. I'm learning as I go along too. So
that's and it was kind of one of those. When we did this, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to start early too, is just to give people a chance to get in here and talk and give us a little more time. Because last time I felt like we were a little rushed at the end, trying to do something. We were like slamming these things, and I figured this way, give a little bit more time, give you a little bit more time where it's laid back. You can actually think about these things and just think. We put it back up there. It's C Garcia 352 for PayPal. If for anybody that's if you feel like you want to donate to him, is what thank you. Just you can message him there. You can give him love gifts. You can do whatever you want to help support him as ways. Thank you. So that's up there if you feel like it. But because we appreciate him doing all this for everybody.
Yeah.
But man, I will. I promise I'll get those cards. I'll get those things.
Yeah, you need to get those cards. And you do need to get those cards.
Yeah. Wants to know if
I
she'll
think.
have children.
Okay, now I really probably want to ask if she's got children. Oh, okay, that's weird. I'm seeing that 3 again. 3 children.
Triplets.
2
Knock 'em
boys,
out.
1 girl. 2 boys, 1 girl.
That's
And I do get twins running your family, by the way.
Nice.
It's crazy. Wow. And Craig, you need to get those cards. I'm being told again, you need to get those cards.
Damn it, Craig.
Well, and the crazy part is, it's like, to show how much of a slacker is. I have the ultra cloth, I have the cards, I have all the stuff. I just have been a absolute slacker and going and getting the crystals. I mean, it's not like where I work. It's, literally a mile away from where I work. So, I mean, it's not like I have to travel this great distance to get the crystals, and they're right there in a bowl. I just have to walk
Craig.
up and go
Yep, this one.
and put them in
Not
the,
even a
and pay
mile,
for them.
Craig. You're over
You know what I was
exaggerating.
gonna
Not
ask?
even a
You know what
mile.
I was gonna say? I was gonna say, Craig, when you get the crystals, I'm seeing like those tower crystals, not that, because there's different. There could be cluster crystals, okay, but I'm seeing like tower, and it's weird because I'm hearing tiger's eye, and the tiger's eye. I'll show you. Hold on, if I can reach it. I can reach it without dropping it. See, like this is an alien tiger's eye. See,
Oh, that's
that's the
cool.
color of tiger.
That's cool.
So you need tiger's eye. Is what I'm being told.
It figures he would have a crystal skull.
As a matter of fact, I do. I do.
I was just gonna say, I just saw that. That is not a surprise that you have a crystal skull in your collection there, sir. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Well, you know what? I was gonna say it's weird that you say that, because you know why? I think the reason why you said that, because you were in does Atlantis mean anything to you, Craig? Atlantis?
I have. It's one of those things. I have a real big interest in it. I mean, I don't know, since I've been growing up, that's been one of the things, like, I've always focused on. Like, I've always had an interest in, where is Atlantis? So every time an article comes up, I'm instantly drawn to it, and I look into it, and if it adds anything to it, I've always, the Roman, the Greek, that period, I've always had, since I was growing up, I always had a fascination with that ancient civilizations in Atlantis.
It's weird because you were in that past, and it's weird, and I know you didn't say it, but you were saying it in your head on the first show. You said, he looks familiar. As a matter of fact, you knew me, but we were just, because everybody in Atlantis, there was some of us that worked together, and then there's some of us did our own little thing. And it's weird because I can see it as like a robe, and it's crazy because I almost want to say, like, you did ceremonies, and I'm hearing drumming, and you were very good with art too. You did scriptures for us in that lifetime. I'm seeing scriptures on the wall.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if that's because, like, for art, I'm really good at technical drawings. I'm horrible at abstract and, like, drawing, like, actual figures. I'm that one where you try to do a figure, and for me, the hands just look absolutely distorted. It's like, no matter how hard I try, it always looks like it's this weird, thing. It's like I'm trying to do a normal hand and I can't do it. But if I do something technical with triangles, circles, in that type of thing, I can do those ones, no problem.
Yeah, that's the reason why. And you know what's weird when you say Egyptian? You know how, like, the oh my god, why do I keep saying pyramids? But I was gonna say oh my god, why do I keep seeing that? Okay, I was gonna say something else, but they said pyramids. But when I'm like tapping into it, I see a mausoleum, and then I'm seeing like a mummy, and those designs that they go in those big humans, mummies over there in Egypt, you did those scriptures, and I'm seeing like lines, and I want to say
That's all the
almost
hieroglyphics.
like like the runestone symbols. I'm seeing runestone symbols.
That's
So
I have runes right behind me.
okay, and you didn't tell me that. See, there it
Yeah.
goes again.
I literally have I have a bag of runes, and I have I have the oracle cards that are runes.
See,
That's a
that's a
runic
part of your
oracle
past.
cards.
Yeah, that's a part of your past. That's why you're drawn to them.
Maybe that because
You're
that's
drawn.
been the thing I've always had, like that, that fascination for it, and so
I was gonna ask you, have you ever thought of making bracelets with the rooms on it? Because I see you
I've.
making bracelets.
It's funny you say that. Me and my wife actually make jewelry.
Oh my god!
What?
Yeah, I've
Oh
got
my god!
yeah, I have a whole table downstairs where I've got all the beads, I've got all the jewels. I make some.
Oh my god!
One of the things I like to do is a
Wow!
bird's nest necklace. It's like I said, those, and it's
Wow!
yeah. And then she asked, will my daughter Jacqueline have another child?
Well, okay. The question, I think Pam, you said, will my daughter Jacqueline have
Jacqueline
another
have another
baby?
child?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I see. I'm being told yes. And was April have any spirits? Some of them have left your house, not all of them. Not all of them. So, but yeah, but see, it's weird. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're connected to me
Yeah,
because I
that
could
is weird.
swear.
Because that's why I was just like looking. Yeah, I mean, because I've got the.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question without you opening them. Are they? Why do I keep seeing black?
It's pretty close.
I keep seeing.
I'm
Are they
drawn.
black?
They're
Are they?
they're a darker color. I am drawn to greens. It's when I see it, like adventuring. Oh, like I said, is
Uh,
if it is a green stone, it's like these ones. It's really hard to see in some in the light, but you can kind of see the coloring right there.
I'm trying to see because it's like, oh, okay, I see them. Wow. Well, then I'm seeing black for some reason. Maybe you did that and
Well, there
you
is
did some
black.
of them.
There is a black aspect to some of those stones, but yeah, that's the. God, I should probably look up the stone I just drew and figure out what that. So I just randomly picked that one.
I know I did. I was gonna ask you when you did that one. Did even though I know it was like what is that word I'm trying to say? I can't even think of the word. It was glitching when you were showing me the stone. And if I remember right, did it show like a letter V? Because I got the name Victor or
Yes,
Victoria.
it's kind of yeah. If I can get this right here, so it's
The
easy to
name
see.
Victor or Victoria.
Well,
Don't know.
Victoria is
Or
Victoria. She's our neighbor, and we just had her on the last show, and she's the natural,
oh, okay.
rejuvenation.
Oh wow,
Was
that's
So
that
weird. Then
was
so
that
we
V already
definitely
on there? I don't know the stones you're talking about too well. Was that V like put on there on purpose?
yes, it's they're carved rune stones, and so I'm trying to look it up real quick here, just so I can. I'm just learning how to read them, so that this is fairly new to me, and so it's one of those I can't. I can't claim to where it's just as real quick. So I mean, don't while I'm doing this, keep rolling, because like I said, this is going to make for horrible audio if everybody's just waiting as I'm flipping through a book.
okay, it's okay. Well, I
Yeah.
can't pronounce that name. Can't
Tara,
pronounce
yeah,
that.
Tara. No.
It says, in your experience, have you ever known the burning of sage to anger spirits? Well, to me, it smells like, well, it smells like marijuana or like skunk, so they don't like it. But if you want to really narrow it down, I'm being told to use sweetgrass because they don't like that smell. And you might want to mix it up with a bundle that has lavender in it. So you might want to mix up a bundle has a mixture, not just one. It's good to mix 3 properties in it. So I would say just do a bundle that makes sure it's like one of those sticks that it just doesn't have just sage in it. Just make sure it's a mixture because it gives it more power, and they don't like that.
Trying to find it here. Let's see. It's like, nope. There's
this
we
card.
got an addition here.
Always.
I know. I
So,
was just looking
yeah,
at
what do
that.
we let's see. And then Julie just said rosemary too is a good one. Now rosemary, do you normally burn that as well, or is
Yeah,
that is that
you
some
can do that. Yeah, you can do it. It's just got to be prepared. They are some stores they already have it mixed. You just got to ask them for it. And if the stores don't have it, then you just have to just look for it on eBay or SD or wherever you shop. Stop shopping your stuff. And then, okay, now this is crazy because the the 3 of Wands came up and it says somebody's gonna develop uh, their abilities more, and it's weird because I think like, hold on. Okay, why am I hearing Viking's name? There's something that he's gonna start developing. This is for Viking. Something you're gonna develop. Or I think and it's funny because I don't know who that is by you, but I'm being told that that person that's by you, she's gifted.
This one?
Yeah, she's a crystal child. She's a
Hmm.
crystal child. And even though I can't see her eyes, but I'm seeing green when I look at her. I'm seeing green.
Nice.
Uh, So you do have gifted people in your family. It's next generation.
Yeah, we kind of see that. I have my 3 kids. My oldest one, he's just like my normal kid. And then my daughter and my middle son, they are like engineers. They love building stuff. They love doing stuff all the time. Like right now, she's trying to grab stuff it's not supposed to be.
Yeah, because she's curious. I was gonna ask you, does she collect rocks? How old is she?
She's not even 2 yet. She'll be 2 next year.
Yeah,
March.
well, I'm seeing rocks for some reason. I'm seeing collecting of rocks, and then I mean, she's gonna be very in tune with butterflies. I don't know why. It's weird,
I hope my mom
strange.
sees. I think my son likes to collect rocks. My middle son. Um, what she was born March 25th, 2019, and my aunt passed away May 3rd, 2019. So me and my sister are going back and forth, and we thought that my aunt Lynn would be reborn through Everly, but maybe her spirit did, and then her body didn't pass away. That's what we think because it's just timing, but I could be completely off.
Yeah, the timing.
No.
Because you said that she was born when? March, you said, right? Correct?
Yeah, March 25th.
Okay, I'm being told that that is a reincarnation.
That's what
I mean, confirm.
Yeah. When you said butterflies, for some reason butterflies is popping in my head. I don't remember why with my aunt.
I apologize. I'm having the worst time finding the meanings of these runes, so that's
Camera restricted.
yeah. Well,
I can tell you right now.
should.
I can tell you right now with Craig with his rooms. Those rooms have a lot of energy to them, and I feel like even though they're not in front of me, but when you touch them, they get very warm and hot.
Huh.
And those rooms have a
How
lot
did you
of
know that?
energy that they because I'm being
How
told that
did you know that? My hand is. I'm not lying, and it's not because I'm just like, oh, cool. We can just run with this. This is great. My hand is sweaty right now.
Oh my God! Because you
And
have a very pulse.
and
You have
I've
a
been
pulse
holding
vibration
on.
when you.
Yeah, I'm holding this, and it does. It feels warm, and like I said, my hand is actually getting. As I'm holding it, it feels warmer.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. When you're holding them, do they feel like a pulse in your palm right here?
Um, a, yeah, a little bit.
There's a vibration because you're connecting with the Rome goddesses. Because the rooms have a connection with the Rome goddesses and they have a connection with the Greek goddesses, but you're very connected to the Romes. And that goes back to BC when Jesus was born. So you have a connection with the Romes.
Because yeah, this is definitely. I said it as I'm holding the bag. It feels like it's heated.
Those are meant for you. That's why you picked the right one. So I'm being told whenever you get something, you know what to pick. You don't ever second guess yourself.
No, it's yeah. Whenever we'll watch, like there's this group on Facebook we've joined, and you'll have somebody's like pick which one's drawn to you, and it's like almost instantly. I'm never like maybe. I'm always like that's the one, and that's the one I go with it.
Wow.
I don't. Since I was little, I've always had a connection to rocks. I mean, it's just, but not in the geology like fascination. Like I want to know, all the makeup. It's like I've always just, where it's kind of a weird thing, but as I was out when I'm out in the woods or I'm doing a hiking, I'll find crystal, I'll find something that's on the ground, and I've done this before many times. I'll pick it up and I'll actually speak a blessing into it, and I'll give it to somebody.
Yeah, because you have this great. You know what is weird? Because I'm being told that you're a Reiki master. You can study for it, but you're natural. You can heal people by your hands.
That's crazy.
You're not touching me, Craig. Like the crystal you made me shake the other night.
Yeah, Chris is like, don't you touch me.
She's like, don't touch me. I can see that. And
the nun?
It's weird because and then for Chris, I feel like with him, I feel like a lot of energy too. He's got very strong ancestors. And then I'm being told that he had a lot of ancestors that go way back. Hold on. Let's see if I can get that information and they give it to me. Okay, one of you has a connection with Blackfoot Indians. I'm hearing Blackfoot, and I'm hearing the drumming, and I'm hearing. Okay, that's weird.
I'll have to verify, but I think
my mom has Indian in her.
I have like an extended family member that's like I'm like, nothing to. It's we're talking like 64th or something down the line. I'd have to double check if I don't know if my dad is still watching. I'd have to verify that which one that is, but it's nothing it's kind of one of those when you have such a mixture, you don't know.
Wow. You know what's weird? I kept shuffling the tarot and I kept shuffling it over and over, and the tower card keeps coming out. So that's telling me that someone's gonna move. Somebody's planning on moving, or they've thought about it, but they've hesitated. Or maybe renting a house out and then getting another. I don't know. That's weird. Look at Chris. He's just looking at.
I mean, me and Craig both. Craig mentioned something to me the other day. I'm not going to say what he was talking about, but I toss around the idea of moving all the time. I'm like, maybe I should sell my house. We got equity. Maybe I should move. I don't know. I just want to remodel. Maybe I should do this. But then Craig told me something the other day, and I'm like, so it could be a little bit of both of us, but I toss around that idea almost 2 or 3 times a week. Should we move? Should we stay? So, I mean, what do you think? We should stay?
I mean, I did move down here. I mean, I'm to come here to get away from the cold.
I'm being told that you've thought about moving, and it keeps coming out more. The more that you deny it, the more that it comes out, and the more that you talk to Craig about it, you're like, damn, I want to move, but then I gotta do this, and it's just boxing, and yeah, you want to move, but you're very hesitant.
That would be a very astute, way to put it for Chris. is very hesitant for change.
He's not used to change.
Yeah, that's
He's not used to change. He likes to be just the same.
yeah. It's
It's a
as I said, if anybody has questions, I said please feel free to ask. April, she brought up. I'm not sure what is dragon's blood.
it's an ink
I don't
that
know
you
if I've
can
ever.
write your. It's an ink that you write down on your petition papers.
Oh, okay.
That's very important for power.
Yeah, I've seen it at the I've seen it at the Botanica a lot of times. I mean, I think it had, he says you write it on papers, but I think you write it, you use it to manifest different things on stuff like that. It's
Yeah. Okay,
so
I
do you
remember
so
another
do
question.
you see a move or do you
Okay, hold on. Okay,
That's
it's 9:24.
if you move, you're not gonna move until maybe later in the year. I'm getting like June, something about June.
Okay.
And then, I don't know why, but I'm being told with the lover's card. I remember somebody messaged me privately and said, "What do you think of this person?" Now, I'm not saying who it was. Somebody messaged me and asked me a question and said, "What do you think of this person?" And I said, "Very anxious." And I get the word caution. I'm not saying who though. I'm being told not to say that.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
leave it with
crazy.
that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
one. I don't know if we put it up there or not. Michael, I was just looking through the thing while you're talking with him. Yeah, here it is. This is why is he said that there's always he meant to say Archangel Michael, but why is Michael always around me? I love how he protects me.
He's there to protect
Saint
you.
Michael.
He's there to protect you. That's why. He's there to protect
That's,
you.
that's one thing
He's always
I've wanted to look into it. Kind of the same thing as what. Because I've seen several posts, people that talk about it all the time, the invocation of the archangels to come down, for protection. We've interviewed a few people that have talked about that. We've seen, there's always the hazards of, invoking demons, Goetia, doing these things. There's people that look at it's perfectly harmless. There's people like, no, don't do it. Is there a downside to the invocation of archangels to come down? Because it is, a higher power that you're bringing down. I mean, they don't just come down for just every little request.
You have to really call them, and they'll know when it's urgent, because they can sell. Oh, why did I just say sell? They can send. Oh my God, that sounded so weird when I said that. They can send their elders. They're on the same frequency, but it's almost like the show on Charm. They send their elder, but they don't just come just for a little thing. Oh, can you protect me for this? Because I'm feeling this. No, they know before you know when they're supposed to and when they're not to, because they're assigned to so many people. And then this is what's crazy. I've never even heard this. Most of the archangels, they have their kids come down and protect you. They have their children that we don't even know about. So yeah.
That opens up whole different, theological questions.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Mm-hmm.
It just
That's a good question.
And I've always been just a curiosity for me too. Yeah, you can jump in anytime. If you, like you said, you have something that hits, interrupt me. I'm just here to talk.
They're assigned by rank, Craig. They're assigned by rank. That's how they're assigned. How they're supposed to come.
And then it adds more power and protection to what you're trying to do. It's the pure form of frankincense.
Mm-hmm.
This is also synchronicity. I mean, we just had last thing, with the natural healing, We had Victoria, which you brought up, the name Victoria, talking about, the importance of frankincense. And she even posted on her, Facebook page, Natural Rejuvenation, that she just went through with a house, doing, using frankincense to help, cleanse a house. So it's one of those things. It's weird how this has really been popping up lately. I mean, it's just obviously during the holidays, everybody knows, the three wise men and the gifts, but so you hear, a lot of people hear it, but just for me, it's just weird that that keeps being, coming up in conversation.
Mm-hmm. It's because it's see, but it's weird that you say that because of the vibration and the frequency. That's why they're doing it, because we're supposed to go into a full moon, I think next week, if I remember right. So a lot of people are going to be using energy. So that's why you need to upgrade your protection, because there's going to be some people that can be shady and do different stuff. So you got to be on top of your game. So yeah, that's why. And then it's frankincense goes back into uh, BC, because that was one of the goddess goddess incense that he used, because there was something about Frank incense. There's a name Frank that had to do back when Jesus was born, which I don't even know the history of that, but there is something to do with the name Frank. Maybe one of his apostles that we don't even know about. There's something about Frank, that name Frank.
Well, that wouldn't be the first thing that's been hidden by the Vatican. And there's one of those questions, and I brought this a couple times before, and I'm going to ask you personally. I feel like something's coming.
Exactly.
There's not, and it's nothing political. It's nothing, geopolitical. It's nothing like that. I can't tell people. It's like I don't feel like it's this negative energy. I don't feel like it's this positive energy. It's one of those things. It's almost, if I really had to put a name to it, would be like static electricity. Like I feel it. I feel the tingling. I feel something feels different. It's not off. It's not positive. It's not negative. I just feel something. And I was curious if you're picking up on that as well, that something's coming. Don't know what I don't know what it is.
I'm being told yes. But the thing is that they're telling me that there is something coming, but even at me, they're not giving me the information. I'm being told you just will see and wait. And it's like this energy it's like in the middle. That's the way to describe it. It's in the middle. That's all they can tell me. It's in the middle. It's not.
That's
the
what
thing
I'm feeling.
too.
I don't feel negative or positive. I just feel like it's there. For lack of things to rip off a movie, it's the nothing. There's something there, and I just don't know what it is. Can't see it. I can't put a name on it.
I was talking to my sister about it real quick too. I feel like something is going to happen. I talked to my sister about it, but I feel like I'm waiting for someone or something to happen bad. Like I'm waiting for a phone call. I told my sister that. She said she felt the same thing a couple weeks ago. I just don't know what it is. I just, for the whole day, I just felt like something was going to happen. I don't know why.
You want me to tell you what it is, but you got to be ready for it, though.
I guess so.
A death is coming.
That's what I was telling her. I said I'm waiting for someone to say someone died, someone's sick. I just been feeling it a lot lately too, in the past month or so.
It's death. It's death, and now the death. I mean, I can't say who it is. I'm getting 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, I told my sister that too. I was like, something doesn't feel right, and it felt like I'm waiting for a phone call to say, hey, this person just passed away or something, and I don't know. It has not gone away, so I don't know what it is.
You know what I almost want to say? It almost feels like a cousin. I'm hearing the word cousin. Cousin. Don't know why. Getting cousin. It's weird. And then with that question about with Craig about the static, even though we can't figure out what it is, but there's something to do with that static of energy that has to do with either abduction or something to connect with the aliens. They're telling me a little bit more, but they're not telling me very much because there's specific reasons why. Because people are not ready to hear this, not even to me.
Wow.
We're not ready.
Wow.
We're not ready. We're not ready for whatever it is that you're tapping into. It's like it's in the middle, and we're just not ready.
Interesting.
And maybe you might have an answer. I don't think we asked one of our guests, Barlow Ventura. I asked, we talked about this, and I mentioned it's like when you picture a calendar, you look at the calendar year laid out in front of you, and I was asking everybody, what do you picture when I say just look at the calendar in front of you, all 12 months, and I've heard different things. I just see pages. I see a racetrack layout. When December and January, that's the start finish line, and so when you go from January, there starts to be a curve to the right, and so you'll go February, March, April, and so for me, if you were looking forward, we're in December going straight to the finish line. To my right on the other side of the oval is July. I've always looked at it in this oval pattern, and I don't know why. Since I can remember, I've always looked at the calendar in this oval pattern, and I've never had a reason why I've done it. What's the purpose of it?
Weird, because when you think of July, you know what the first thing that pops up? And I don't know if this has a resonate with what you're seeing, but it's something to do with freedom, independence, and change. I don't know. That's the only thing that stands out: independence, freedom, and change.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I was thinking about drawing it real quick here for people if anybody that can't
and then it's
picture,
weird because I remember I was doing a show. I don't know where I did it, but I think it was like last week. And I told them, I said, there's gonna be more sightings of UFOs. And it's funny you said July because you know what really stood out to me, and I can't figure out why. I keep seeing Independence Day in my head, the movie. Okay, I'm seeing a
Mhm.
ship in the clouds coming out, and it has not came out yet, but it's gonna be a big damn ship, huge ship. Now the question is, there's been theories about aliens. That are they here to destroy us, or are they here to help us? Well, in this case, they're here to help us, but the government doesn't want them to because their technology is so advanced that we can't stop them.
That's a crude drawing of it. I just did it quickly.
Oh wow!
But when I picture,
You know what?
that's how I picture the calendar.
Wow, that is weird. That almost look. You know what that looks like when I'm thinking? I'm seeing different things when you do that. I'm seeing the Chinese zodiac. Okay,
But
I'm seeing that's the first. It's weird. It's
But
weird.
that's why I
I don't
said
even
I'm
know what to
curious.
make.
Like I said, I've always been, and everybody I talk to, I haven't come across anybody else that looks at it that way. But I mean, it's just for me, as I try, it's almost in 3D. Like I said, even now, it's just as we're talking about it. I mean, we're sitting in December, and I see it straight ahead of me. I see January coming at me. I don't picture the calendar flipping through. I just as it is, it's like a path I'm traveling, and I see the month coming at me. It's really weird.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. When you see it passing by, coming at you, does it feel like heavy when it comes, or does it feel like you can't breathe, or does it feel like peaceful?
It feels peaceful. I mean, I feel like there's a physical barrier between the 31st and the 1st. The 1st of January and the 31st. I feel literally like it's a barrier that's coming, and then as soon as it hits, it's like, think of it like a ghost passing through a wall. It's like you almost pass into it, and so now we're into the new year, and it's like normal thing. I don't feel anything as we're traveling. It's just, as I'm going through it. But yeah, it's like when I'm going through it, I'm making, however you want to do it, like a game piece, however you want to do it. I'm just like traveling along this, this game board. It's really weird. It's just, that's enough about me.
You know what's weird? You might want to remember your name, your dreams, because there's a very significant dream that you're gonna have, and I have a feeling you're gonna contact me, and then you're gonna put things together. It's weird. I don't know why I'm saying that, but that's what I'm being told to tell you.
But
You're gonna, and there's math involved in this. I'm seeing math.
he's really good at math. He is really good at math. Hey,
See,
Craig,
see,
can you do
see,
this for me?
see, see. There it goes. And I didn't know that.
Yep.
See, it's weird.
I know
Yeah.
you just said, you see an unfortunate death in the next 3 weeks. Anything else major that you can just see in the next year? I know it's a typical oddball question, but there's that.
You know how Craig sees like peace. I see disaster.
In mine?
No joke, no joke. Next year, I see a disaster, almost like a chemical attack. Weird. I don't know why. And I think we, as America, we let our guard down. There, I almost want to say it's a chemical attack. I just can't figure out when.
Hmm.
I hope to God that that's not right, because every time I say something, it always happens. And
Don't say
I'm not
February.
kidding. Oh God, don't even.
Don't say February.
So what do you see about my energy coming up?
Growth, expanding, knowledge, power. That's what I get for you. Expanding knowledge, power, and growth. hmm
Anything for me?
Wow.
It's weird. It's now that at the end of the show, you got me thinking, Craig. I might, you know what? I want to message you if I can get
Okay.
something about what you're asking about that calendar. There's something about that drawing that traumatized me. It kind of like it got me just like right at that drawing. And if I want to put my money on it, you know what I was thinking? First,
hmm
I thought of the Chinese zodiac, but the one that I kept seeing the most was the Mayan calendar, because the Mayan calendar has that shape.
The Mayan
And I'm
calendar.
saying, yes, the Mayan calendar. And there's something about the Mayan gods I don't know. And it's funny because listen to this. In my bloodline, of course my name's Garcia, but I have on my father's side, I have a mixture of Mayan and Aztec Indian in my blood. I've
Hmm.
always been connected to the Mayan calendar. And at first I didn't know that until I asked them, I said, what is our heritage? And they said, you come from Spain. So there's a lot of stuff about me with Spain. Um, and then now you're doing that drawing, and then it's weird because even though it's coming at you, like the energy, but it's coming at me like, okay, that's weird. Okay, when I just did that,
hmm
I just felt like when I did like this, I feel lightheaded. So there's something that they don't want me to look into because they know I can figure it out. Like right when I did that, I felt lightheaded for some reason. When you did it, you felt light, right? I felt lightheaded. So there's something that we're onto, or there's something that you're onto, and whatever it is, it's huge. It's huge. That's all I can tell you. It's huge.
Well, it's
Weird.
just weird. Yeah, because for me, it's just weird. It's just, because everybody I talk to, I haven't come across anybody else that looks at it that way ever. I mean, a lot of people,
No,
when I
dude,
ask
I
them
was
that
gonna
question,
ask you. You need to send me that drawing. Can
okay,
you
yeah,
send
I
it to
can.
me? Yeah,
Mhm.
send it to me. Like screenshot it, because I'm gonna see like what you drew symbols, and I'm gonna look into it for you, and I'll get back to you. Because now you
Okay,
got
I
me
can.
thinking.
Yeah, I can. I could try to do a better drawing, than that little crude thing that I just drew up real quick. But yeah,
Well,
it's one of those things. Every time I ask somebody, it's just because I ask that question. I mean, anybody that's watching right now, it's just you think of it. It's that one. Because I'm curious if anybody else has done that. Is that when you picture a calendar, just think of the whole year laid out in front of you. How do you picture it? And I would probably say 90% of the people I ask that question, they're like, I don't know. It's the thing on the wall. I mean, they don't have, because one, it's never been asked of them before, and they don't. And if I have somebody, they're like, well, it's just pages laid out on a table. But I've never heard somebody else that said that it's connected end to end all the
oh
way.
my God. Okay, this is scaring me. Oh my God, I'm just freaking out. Okay, you know how when you said the calendar, I was adding the numbers for 2021. I got five. I got May. May. Don't know what it is. My God, and you said you got July, but I got May. Okay, you know what? You need to send me that picture. Now you got me really, really in tune to that.
Yeah, no, I will. Yeah, it's just I just didn't mean to derail you so much, but
No,
it
it's
just
okay.
was
It's
one of the
okay. It's okay.
yeah, it's just
It's okay because I love to learn. And
yeah,
with
just
my psychic abilities, with me growing, I could probably figure it out. But it could
fit.
probably be like a code that something that's got to be broken, something that's got to be discovered. Don't know what it is, but yeah,
And if anybody else has
weird.
come across something like that, it's like let us know, because that's
Man,
one of those
now you got
things.
me. See now you got me puzzled. Oh my God.
The end of the world calendar,
And
Craig. You might.
Yeah,
you know what? It's funny. That's funny you said that because I was just thinking that. I was thinking like the end of the day. You know, remember that movie? Do you ever seen the movie End of Days?
hmm and it is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Uh-huh. Something similar to that.
Yeah,
And it was weird because I
that's what.
remember talking to my group and I kept seeing, and I don't know who I talked to, if it was Michael or Alice or somebody. And I said, why do I keep seeing 2012? Okay. And then I see the day after tomorrow. Why? Oh, wait. Oh my God. Are you serious? Oh no. Oh no, Craig. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. I want you to say this. Say 2012. Just say it.
2012.
Flip the
2012.
number. No, flip the
2012.
numbers around.
It's 2021.
Hmm?
Exactly. Exactly. Flip the numbers around, and there's something about that calendar. Man, Craig, why did you do this to me?
I know. I'll have to. Yeah,
I got to do my homework now. I got to do my homework. Shit. But it's okay.
and
I like a challenge.
yeah, it was odd the show. Odd the shows. Hopefully, Alice, it was you fell asleep from working hard and you were exhausted from your day of work and not from the show, because that would make me cry.
Alice, if you're watching, you're seriously falling asleep?
I know that's what I said. I think it's probably just from working hard, exhausted, tired, and stuff, not from the show, because
No,
it's like I
no,
failed.
no.
But thanks for watching. Really appreciate it.
Something's distracting her.
I know you.
Something.
Sorry, wrapping it up.
Yep.
You said you saw growth in wealth. My daughter. In Chris's future, what do you see in mine? Or in the next skill coming up?
I know. I know. I don't even know how much time we have left, but hopefully, Craig, if you want me back on next year, and we'll see what happens. I'm
Oh yeah.
curious
Oh
now.
yeah. It's always when you get to this time of the calendar, it's always weird when you say, "Yeah, we'll probably have you on next year sometime." It sounds like it's way in the future. I mean, we're talking,
A couple days.
I was thinking, the way this has been working out, we might as well just keep, since we've really been focusing on February, why don't we try to figure time in sometime at the end of February?
Yeah. If
One of
just
those
let me
things,
know
and
what date.
do this again, like I said, for that, because we're
Yeah.
done
Yeah.
as we're running. So if anybody, we got just about a couple minutes here. So if anybody's got a last question, for Chris, please, hit this real quick for us. Once again, you can go to his PayPal thing, support him, C Garcia 352. So thanks. And then once you can watch the replay of this, if you have any questions, or just contact him. He's got, and why I forgot that. But Chris, do you have a business card or anything handy? I mean, I'm sure Chris Garcia knows his phone number right at the top of his head. I just realized I forgot the business card downstairs. I was going to show that on the screen, and I apologize for that.
Well, you can still do it. I think you could still do it. You got a few minutes. I think, I don't know if it'll show, but
no, it's just for people to get a hold of you.
You.
Yeah, because it's you can go to. I'm going to try to bring up your page here for people too. So, it is. So anybody, like I said, if anybody's got something, like I said, as we're wrapping it up here. Yeah, but
So don't forget to
I'll
hit
make
that.
sure I get that.
Don't forget to. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when Chris comes back on. But he's got wonderful cards, so make sure you reach out to him.
There it is.
For Garcia.
Yeah, 210-974-3470. Yep, that's he's.
Wow. Craig, now you got me thinking, man.
I know.
Oh my God! Now I got something to do. You know what? I'm excited. I'm excited.
He's on Facebook right there, so you just go Chris Garcia. Just look him up. Send him a request. He's got all his information, including this show that he's currently on right here. Thanks again for coming on. I mean, I appreciate it. We were able to. Oh, there's a question. When is this COVID-19 drama going to be over? I mean, are you able to see that answer? Because I think you can make a lot of money if you could tell everybody when this is going to end.
Okay.
You'll be on all the networks.
You said what? Oh my God, that's like far away. It's like I got December of next year. Wow.
Why so far?
Okay, that is far away. Oh my God, that's way too far. I was like, what? I was like, seriously? A whole nother? Yeah.
Ugh.
That's a long time.
This is the scourge that never ends. Oh,
yep.
Man, but that's not exciting. That's a bummer of a way to end the show. This is like a horrible groundhog, thing. It's like I saw my shadow. One more year of COVID. No.
I was gonna say, and for everybody, hopefully y'all enjoyed the show. And thanks, Craig, for having me on.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to say, y'all guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And hopefully we'll see you. Hopefully I'll be on again in February. But Craig will message me, so I'll let y'all know. And I had a good time, so it's crazy.
Yes. And April, notify her if you can. Say, then Becky was like, say March, so I mean, if we need to, we could push it to March. If that's going to work better for people. But we'll
okay. And I got
so yep, he's got mugs there, so you can reach out to him if you're interested in supporting him, because that's one of the nice way, giving him some income there as well. So I think there's people that are feeling March as a possible end to COVID, and I think we're willing to. We could all think positive, send the positive vibes, and let's see if we can't make March happen. So for that,
All right then.
But hey, Merry Christmas to everybody. From us, happy holidays. I joked about the last one. One of my favorite joke ones is Festivus. For anybody that's celebrates Festivus, and remember, you have to wrestle the patriarch to the ground. After you've done the airing of grievances. So that's one of the funny ones. So, but happy holidays to everybody from us. Appreciate everybody watching. And like I said, Chris, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, guys.
So everybody, make sure you go to Chris Garcia. His web is not website. Go to Facebook. Check him out. Give him a phone call. Like I said, he's there. He'd be happy for one-on-one for readings. So I'll give you a little bit more intention. Without me sabotaging him with my calendar drawing. It'll help him focus. So, all right, everybody.
Thanks,
this episode. You're welcome. Have a great happy holidays. We'll talk to you later. All right, this episode is brought to you. Broad's Beard Care. Check him out. broadsbeardcare.com. He's got a great blend that he's brought about. The gentleman, check that out. Also, our signature brand 3B. Use promo code 3beards with a capital B, and you're going to save 20% off that order. Nanny Cakes. Go Nanny Cakes 407. Got a 407-923-2898. I remembered that all without having to see the prompt. Yes. So go to 3beardspodcast.com. Check us out. We're on all the socials, Twitter, Instagram. We haven't decided to do TikTok yet because we just can't bring ourselves to do those videos yet. So we're just So we're not there yet. But go to YouTube, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so we can get notified here. Share this out to people so we can get Chris's name out there for those that haven't seen it before. Help him out. He's been a pleasure to have on the show, and he's also going to be with a few friends of the program as well. There's Into the Outer Realms, Joey and Tanya Medea. He's going to be on with them, and we highly recommend that. So when he comes on there, make sure you go to their show, which that airs every Thursday. So check him out on there. And I believe Julie might be trying to get you on her show as well. So if that's the case, then like I said, that's two people that we're associated with as well. So it's working out for everybody. It's like we're getting your name out there at the same time. We're having great conversations. So, all right, I'll let you know. I'll let you know what happens with, as I said, and I'll get working on that. I promise.
Yeah, let me know.
All right.
Let me know.
Sorry. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Happy holidays to everyone. We will see everybody on the 30th for the next show and wish you in the new year. So thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody. Peace out.